Hey everyone, Rachel here. I have a story for you guys today about how I went from normal shoulder to sling in a little over 6 months. And I have some things I learned along the way too. Back in October, I was pulling out the 4 to 5 foot long poles that we use to tie up our tomatoes every year. They were stuck in the ground, and a little while later, my shoulder started hurting. I didn't think nothing of it. Then, the end of October, it was still hurting me, so I went to urgent care, which brings up first thing I learned. If you got an issue and it's not urgent where you need immediate care or where you need to go to the ER, try to wait out for your doctor because they know you better anyways. I went to urgent care and they were backed up, so they sent me for an x-ray. Then when they finally got to see me, the lady took one look at the x-ray and she said, I don't see anything on it. So just take some Tylenol and use ice. You'll be fine. So I did that. Then November came and went, and I thought it went away. But it didn't. It came back December. Go to see my doctor. She examines me. She says, I can't pinpoint any exact tendon, so I believe you have tendonitis. I'm going to send you for therapy. So I go for therapy. I do all that. January comes by, February, March. At the beginning of March, my shoulder's still hurting, and I'm thinking, it still shouldn't be hurting like this. Because it was hurting a little bit with therapy and when I moved it. So I went back and saw another doctor at a practice. And this doctor said, I'm going to send you for an MRI, which that was the best thing. And one thing I learned with the MRI, if you have a cold or you're just getting over a cold, that's going to be one of the toughest MRI screenings ever. Trying to hold in that cough, terrible. Because that was me. I was just getting over a little cold, and they said, hold still. And trying to hold in that cough, awful. This brings me to the next point, which I'll cover in the next segment.